So if we did the charges, I could only turn it on and like use it 5 times within or an entire day.
Well, I think I was going to go with 7 because it is just a blind, but it is a whole day. Or I shouldn't say just a blind. That is a lot. But I was thinking 5 to 7, and then we could go with a roll in the morning. So, like, you could go with a static 5 or a roll in the morning with 7.
Okay, back.
I was thinking D6 plus 2, and then that would either max it out or get you like halfway.
Okay. What was the other idea you had? I forgot what that was.
Once per long rest. Or once per 10 minutes, because then you either way it would limit it to one battle at a time. That could be your opening move, but that's a bit higher. It's just because the flame tongue doesn't have anything quite that powerful that often.
What if we changed it to they're blind until the end of your current turn?
I think that's what it already says.
Oh, I thought it was blind until the end of your next turn.
The start of your next turn.
So yeah, so
So what do you mean blind until the end of your current turn? So that means the blindness is phenomenally short, is what you mean?
yeah. I feel
So
like that.
basically then it gets even weirder because
Yeah.
it's when you activate it. So you kind of get one swing on one guy maybe who's blind.
Okay, yeah, that's not good. Yeah, sorry. I'm just trying to think of like the best way. I guess I'm
It
thinking
wouldn't
like
It's a
affect
lot
the
of power.
venom.
That's I'm oh
yeah,
sorry, what was that?
I was gonna say if it lasts until the end of your current turn, then it wouldn't debuff the enemies on their turn.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I think we can do
I mean,
the
I do like it. I love having blind, but it's a lot more powerful than flame tongue.
yeah. Why don't we do the 7 charges a day? I feel like,
All right.
and
You
that'll
want to
be
write that up?
yeah. I'm gonna
Yeah, okay, because if you edit it, then I can just import it as is. So 7 charges recharged at dawn, and it's 1d6 plus 2 for the recharge rate.
all right. So you can trying to figure out how to word this. You can use a bonus action and command word cause light damage for the blade. The blade has uh should we do 1d6 plus 2 or just 7?
1d6 plus 2. For this much power, that's about the same as the other swords I looked up for this.
Charges per day.
All right, I got word from Hunter. He's running late doing something, but will be getting his headphones on. I'm trying to ask him if he wants this. How long?
All right. So I wrote. Oh, there he is.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Hunter, how you doing?
We were just
What's
talking
your
there.
timeline like? Would you like us to delay for you, sir, or is it going to be a bit?
I'll be a little bit. I'll be listening in now. Y'all can go ahead and start.
Okay,
So
I'm fine with that if you all are.
so yeah, just real quick. I wrote the blade has 1d6 plus 2 charges per day and recharges at dawn.
All right, sounds good. All right, folks, are we all ready to go? Anybody else need anything?
All right. I just saved it on Beyond.
I'm ready.
I'm ready when y'all are.
Alrighty. So we've got some faction quests that Toby Jensen could work on if you wanted to jump back to that, and other fun things.
Oh, I just realized. Were we supposed to level up our character to like 5 last week?
Yes. So you should all be on 4 now, and you can level up to 5 right now so that I can import it whenever you hit that.
Alright. I'll have to double check if I did that or not.
No problem.
So a quick summary of what happened last week, if anyone could.
Yeah.
So last week
Somebody
we,
want to jump in? Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
So last week we really just ended up doing 2 different faction quests. We started by the blonde knight guy that sits in the tavern, the yawning portal. We
Mhm.
found out that he had one of those brain monsters stuck inside him,
Oh.
and yeah, he died sadly, and his axe is now mounted to the wall of the yawning portal, and only someone who's worthy can wield it now, like Mjolnir. And then for uh, Hunter's faction quest, we found out that Bonnie is has been a shapeshifter and
Doppelganger?
yeah, doppelganger, and ended up leaving because she's now being hunted. So hopefully she got a new disguise.
Mhm.
And that was pretty much it. And then we came back to our tavern. We ended up we were about to see if we wanted to skip forward to day 10 of ending construction. And when that happened, the person we're hiding in our cellar will have thanked us for hiding them for 10 days.
And you got a reward for finding out what happened to Maloon and with his axe.
We did?
Yes, somebody picked it up. I saw you.
What was it?
Wand of Secrets.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got that.
Oh, yeah. We got a Wand of Secrets. I love this thing. Came in really handy last time.
Yeah, the Amber Temple. You guys used that to great effect. However, that was a challenging place because it had so many secret doors in the walls.
My favorite part of Curse of Strahd was the Amber Temple.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one too. I love the skulls
And we
shooting
probably
fireballs at
dragged
you.
that out for like 3 or 4 sessions longer than we needed to because we were all avoiding doing the thing to progress.
Well, it didn't hurt that point of the Amber Temple was also to put you against a guy you couldn't possibly beat, but he was nice and would give you intelligence and give you any spell scrolls pretty much you wanted for a wizard.
Yeah, that really helped me out.
We could have taken him.
All right.
Well, he had power word kill as an innate ability, so that would have been interesting.
Yeah.
And I had a bag of holding full of death.
Well, you did it that. Although your bag of holding attack against that witch with this floating skull was masterfully wonderful. But on to gaming.
Yes.
Unpause that. And what would you guys like to do?
I'm going to go check on our friend down here. Hey, you good? You need anything?
She stands up from where she's been polishing her hammer. She nods at you. She says the accommodations are suitable. I believe there are 4 days remaining, and then I will pay you the remaining half that I owe you.
All right.
I also have information that will be relevant to you about the City Watch. I will tell you when I depart. And she goes back
Much
to cleaning her
appreciated.
weaponry and armor.
All right.
We still have to assassinate that guy in the docks, right?
Who?
What?
Who?
Yeah. Harkle, Lord's Alliance, my faction quest. I think it is. Harkle's Swornhold, an evil adventurer who was exiled 3 years ago for attempting to bribe a city magistrate, has returned to Waterdeep illegally. We think the Xanthar Guild is using him to incite violence. He was last seen recruiting Kenku in the dock ward. Find him and quietly put him to the sword.
Oh, right. I had a map for that, didn't I?
We could go tie that up.
Sounds good.
That sounds like a good idea.
All right. Let's head off to the dockward then.
To the dockward. Hi ho.
I need a moment. I don't actually have a something.
Oh. Yes. Giving the DM a surprise at the start of the session of what the session's going to be about.
Sorry, I don't know how I screwed this up, but I somehow don't have that side quest ready.
We need time to prepare it.
Yes, but not much. Give me another few seconds here.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right. In the
I will fetch my
meantime,
water bottle.
what are y'all's thoughts on my short sword or my long sword called Stormfang? I'm sending 3 different images in Discord. All right. Which one do y'all think is the best?
Okay, I'm ready when you guys are.
All right. Hi ho. Hi ho.
I'm sending you off to the dock wards that you've seen before.
When we start showing up, do we see the guy that Al and I ended up liberating a boat from?
No, you're just in the dock wards, not the actual docks at the moment.
Okay.
I like the first one the most.
The purple one?
Yeah, if you're using it for a token, though, it would be better if it was diagonal, so then you're seeing more of using more space.
Yeah.
I definitely prefer diagonal, and I really like the pointy extra bits on the pommel because it makes me think of lightning.
Mm-hmm.
So you've come towards evening, as that is the best hour to find skulking characters, and you've come to know these alleys rather well.
I would like to use my background contacts to try to get some word on where this guy might be hanging out.
Okay, give me an investigation check. He has been seen somewhere in the dock area, but the last report is about 2 days old.
I relay that to the group.
I suppose we could look around and knock on doors, ask people. Excuse me, have you seen a shadowy figure? Kind of a shady fellow lately?
You do smile to yourself with such a thought because this is the dock wards, and everyone you've seen here seems incredibly shady and untrustworthy.
Yeah.
Especially the time you spent in the Bent Nail bar around the south where you found poor Floon.
Mm-hmm. His last name recruiting Kenku.
Which you do remember from when you fought in that warehouse at the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah. Um.
Oh.
And just from your common lore you know from the city, the Kenku are rather good fighters, but they are very they have many flights of fancy and are easily distracted, and with pretty words can be easily manipulated. Aloysius, please give me an Arcana roll, passing by the doorway to your south. The door to your south positively thrums with power, more so than it did last time. You feel upgrades, changes have been made.
The door got a level up.
The door right here as he walked by it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that door. We have not been inside that door.
If not.
I call everyone back and I start ritual casting detect magic.
You all gather around and wait for 10 minutes. The threshold, lintel, and top of the door come into view in your mind's eye, and you can see they are resplendent with runes and carvings. You recognize most of them as glyphs of warding. The rest you are not entirely too sure on. Also, there is some sort of glowing strip of metal that has been worked into the stonework around the door. It actually seems rather familiar, you think.
Do I think it's the same type of shield that was around the one mansion?
It seems exactly the same because you brought a sample home.
Mm-hmm.
I relay that to everybody.
Curious or incurious, sir?
And Hunter is with you, but I'm going to hold him out of combat in case anything happens, because I'm going to force you to stand on your own.
I'm here and I can act
you-
when I need to.
Oh, good. Okay, yeah, I got you. I'm going to drag you along then.
All right.
But you definitely
Thank
feel
you.
something is different, Aloysius.
So is this another way inside the purple guy's shop?
From the geography and your understanding of his business, it seems highly probable. You know that there was a door behind the counter that probably enters into the same room you're looking at now. So maybe. I've also updated Titus's token so that anyone can drag it if needed. So you can keep him up with you, whoever wants to do that.
Mm-hmm.
There any windows or?
On this wall, no. It is solid stone. It is single story. And it goes to a slate roof, excuse me.
We could just knock.
That sounds like a good idea. And then he takes a step back.
As you did walk towards the door and knock, briefly some of the runes flared around you. All of you, including Aloysius, saw this, but they did not do anything untoward.
Well, as soon as he steps back... Oh, sorry. Go on.
Jensen stepped towards the door after he knocked. Jensen's passive perception detects absolutely no sound coming in. The obvious footsteps approaching the door are not occurring.
The obvious footsteps approaching the door are what?
That was an awful sentence. I was basically trying to say that, you stand by a door, you hear people walk towards the door if you knock. None of that. No simply obvious sounds have come out. You've heard nothing. That's a terrible
okay.
sentence. I really apologize.
That's all right. Anyone in there? Hello?
Seem to get no response.
I then reach over and I bang on the door 3 times as hard as I can, knocking as loud as I can, and say, "We know you're in there. Can you please open up?"
Are you banging as hard as you can with the intention of just getting attention, or were you looking to maybe force the door?
Just getting attention with as hard as I
Okay.
can without knowing that I'll break the door down.
I don't know how long you want to wait, but let's say the next 30 seconds occurs and absolutely nothing happens.
Well,
Alright.
these
Al,
markings give
pick
me
a
the
lock.
heebie-jeebies. So I'm not sure about just like trying to open it, but I suppose. Did you say something about picking a lock?
Yep, Al, you're up. Pick the lock.
I don't know. This is like very heavily magically trapped. I think we need another strategy to try to get in. I mean, are we just deciding we want to break into here?
I don't want to go that far. No.
I'm curious myself. I was just pointing out that you noticed the door, its magic has been upgraded since the last time you walked by.
DM said a thing. Quick, investigate it. Yeah.
It's true.
I don't think this is a fruitful door.
I mean, all that magical protection, there's got to be something inside, but we need a better plan to get in. Okay, what about the walls? Like, you see where I'm mousing over?
They are block stone with some sort of mortar holding them together. They seem pretty average in nature.
Are they glowing at all?
Absolutely not.
I'm gonna try the handle.
It's obviously locked. It does not turn.
Good enough for me.
I mean, if you really want to, we can all stand back and I can throw a knock spell at it and
Let's do that.
see what happens.
Hey, about 20 feet back, right?
Sure. I look around. Is there anyone like down the alleyways? Anyone?
There are a few passerbyers doing their thing. There's a few drunks wandering around. You don't see any of the city watch, if that's specifically what you're asking, but there are people about. This is the dock wards, and it's just turning to evening.
All
A
right.
lot of
Let's see what
skullduggery
happens.
occurs at such time. You cast knock, and with a resounding boom, it goes off near the door. But it seems to reflect in upon itself and come back out as some sort of force, which strikes you full in the chest. And you take 4 bludgeoning damage as you bang up against the wall. It's not a lot, but something happened. As you shake your head and wonder what just occurred, I wish I had this one ready. I'm sorry. In the middle of the alleyway, looking at you, forms a deep purple beholder, very large, very translucent. Quickly, you see that this is a very simple prestidigitation spell. It then gives you a long raspberry and then fades out.
Hey, Lucius, I think you're making progress. You should try that
Give me
again.
another arcana check. It was quite obvious that that was prestidigitation. Also, due to your earlier study of the door, you do notice that one of the glyphs on the side of the door has gone out.
So, how determined are you guys to get in here?
Uh, you're. Did you subtract your health? There. How many glyphs are there left?
Superficially, it's probably about 50 left, but the ones in between the normal glyphs of warding, you're not sure what they are, so that's a lot harder to comprehend. Aloysius did study this earlier, and he did note, because of his information on the floor around the beholder in the display window that you looked at before, that there seemed to be combinations of sigils that seemed to connect together that maybe acted like a glyph, but it was outside of his school of knowledge.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot of glyphs though. 50.
Somebody has spent some serious money. Just from your passive observation, you definitely smell fear and desperation in that move. Somebody's worried about getting stabbed in the back, you think.
All right. I'm not wise, and I'm a little bit miffed that I got hurt. I am going to touch that spot of wall and start transmuting it into wood.
Strangely enough, at the actual surface of the door, nothing seems to happen.
Not the door. The wall.
Oh, hell's bells. You're turning the stone in. Okay. Give me the numbers on that again.
Wait, that's the wrong place to look for it. Okay, you can temporarily alter the physical properties of one core magical object. Okay, 10 minutes gets you 1 cubic foot of material.
All right, that would be the wall, without knowing its thickness, are you trying to do the surface as wide as you can or a small hole as deep as you can?
I'm gonna say a little bit wide, like a little bit. I'm gonna
enough for a tiny creature to fit through.
I'm thinking like go for that cubic foot, like a foot in, you know, like just a regular cube's worth. Well, okay, think of it this way. If I just said, okay, I'm going to just start pushing inwards from a single point, if the wall ended up not being terribly thick, it should, over 10 minutes, spread out farther once it reaches its maximum depth. Does that make sense?
I think so.
I'd agree.
So it would go wider than a foot if it was less than a foot deep. I mean, that's not going to let me see through it also. I'm just turning it into wood.
Oh.
Oh.
Sorry.
Did we see that?
No.
Okay.
That was absolutely humongous and absolutely not what I desired. So let's say you're growing a hole and it's growing outwards.
It's not growing a hole. It's just turning that material into a different material.
Okay. So you now have, let's say, a circle 3 inches in diameter. So that gives you an idea of the thickness that you've gone through.
Okay. Then I come back to the group and say that wall is very thick.
So now, as you were walking away, you noticed a bit of an oddity. Your round circle of wood began to distort for a moment. A very, very small handle, a very small curve at the top, what almost looks like a mail slot in the middle begins to form. Difficult to tell whether that is illusional or real.
I poke it to see if it's real.
You hear a voice call from behind it. "One moment, I'm coming." And it opens up, and a very pointy nose with purple smoke peering around it is visible through the very small 3-inch diameter hole. "Yes? Are you here for the delivery?"
Certainly.
Maybe, yeah.
"Well, deliver then."
I turn around and I say, "Who has the package?"
It's right
"No,
here.
no, no, no. I am delivering to you. You are to pay."
Oh yeah, right.
"Please pass over the appropriate payment."
I turn to the rest of the group.
We wanted to talk
Who's
to you
holding
about
the money?
that. So, our boss has informed us that he's not going to be paying you the agreed upon amount.
"Very well, very well. Discounts for all that don't know what they're doing. Good day." And the door closes. And then very slowly, the wooden plug actually starts to work towards you until it kind of plops out, falls on the ground, and stone continues to fill in the hole.
We could have just given him money.
Yeah, but we didn't know how much.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, so this place is very magically protected.
Very is an understatement.
It's the vault.
I'm out of here. Later, suckers. Titus, you're with me.
Jensen, as you pass by the display to your west, you're again struck by this irritating feeling that someone is watching you. And you turn to look, and it's just that stupid cloth fake beholder thing strung up by ropes. What are you guys doing now? Are you continuing to? Were you knocking on doors, or were you just kind of eyeballing everybody?
I'm keeping an eye out for like any like street urchins or just like anyone who.
There are several beggars. There are a few street urchins.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to take 20 copper out of my copper list. And I'm just going to kind of pass those around to like the various beggars, the various street urchins. And
One street urchin continues to hold on to your pant leg, looking up at you. Please roll a charisma persuasion.
at least it's not negative.
She eyes you with distrust, and she holds out her hand, expecting more.
Am I done handing out the 20 gold?
Oh, I thought you said 20 copper.
20 copper, I meant.
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
I will hand her a silver.
She bites it briefly, and then the coin barely almost vanishes from her hand. She points towards the bushes not too far from you, and then runs off.
All right.
Okay.
I'll send my owl up to the roof above the bushes and have a peek.
I seem to have misplaced your owl.
Well, that's a hoot.
Sorry about that. You sense or see nothing, but it is a very large bush.
I don't have ownership. And there's 2 of them.
What?
This is getting out of hand.
Whoa.
How can you not have ownership of that?
Oh, maybe the game's paused and that's why I can't.
I just paused it this second, but not when you said it. There's the other owl is the other guy is Toby or Hunter's owl, but it's not a familiar owl. It's just a companion. All right. Everybody else roll for initiative, please. Owl before you said, I believe.
Yep.
Owl's turn.
What do I see?
You see a bush. It is very thick. It is very overgrown. And this area smells. You see a lot of beggars and regular people out for a dubiously good time.
Owl has advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on hearing or sight.
All right. Roll his perception check then and see what you can come up with.
All right. I cannot click into him.
All right. That's just dumb. What the heck is going on? My apologies here. I don't know why this has gone goofy.
It's a Disney Channel crossover.
I was just thinking that.
Out of combat, but here, let's add him. There. Can you control that one? Or click into him?
You pull them apart. I'm seeing two that are like partially overlapping.
I only see one. Please reload.
All right.
My apologies for the slow beginnings. Thank you for your patience.
It's all right. I'm folding laundry.
I usually try and have these suckers pre-built for y'all and make it go a little faster, but this one I kind of threw together. Did that make a difference, David?
I can click into it, but I cannot move him.
Okay. Oh, he's moving. He's moving a lot. Who's
Oh,
moving
the roof is a wall. I can't move it when it was.
Oh, yes, the roof is a wall. Okay. Dang, I'm sorry. All right, let's just leave him there. Well, here, we'll just say you're on the roof there. Okay, give me your perception roll. With advantage. While the dock ward is not the most pleasant of smelling places, the odor emanating from that singular bush is stunning.
In a good way or a bad way?
Well, it's advantage for hearing or sight.
Fiddlesticks. But let's just go with the bush. And you hear breathing from the bush because you're right next to it.
All right. I say to everybody, I think there's somebody in the bush. I yell out,
Aloysius.
"Hey, you in the bush, come out." And I'll hold action a firebolt if whoever comes out does something hostile.
From that bush, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. That
If
was
someone comes out and they're like holding a sword and looking at us in a way that we don't like, blast them.
You got it.
All right, I go right here. Okay, good. Right there, and I'm going to roar with my dragon likeness to intimidate whoever's in there to come out.
All right.
Roll to intimidate bush.
Roll to intimidate Bush. Okay. You hear the snapping of branches and some shaking in there. Anything else?
All right. Ugh. Whatever's in here is got no brain, because even a bunny or something would have flinched at that.
More likely it's not their turn. But yeah.
Okay.
All right. That. Does that count as an action, or is that just
No, I'm not going to count that as an action.
All right, then I'm just gonna hold action to use my sword on anyone who's hostile.
Okay. You're up, Hunter. At the moment, there are no targets on the board, and people are being very hostile towards your bush to the south.
All right. I'm loading in right now.
Okay.
And you said everyone is skeptic about the bush to our south.
Yep, it seems like it's a very threatening and smelly bush.
So it's just okay. I'm almost
I mean,
loading in.
we didn't hear any breathing. Only Aloysius did. But there was a little bigger boy.
And it's this bush. The
That's
one
the
that.
bush.
Yep, that is the bush.
That's the one, officer. That one right there.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Can I make a perception check to see what I can see from at this point?
Be more specific about what you're trying to do to see with your perception check.
I am trying to look in between the leaves or the bush or the stems that are holding the leaves.
Just by moving your head back and forth, or anything a bit more, something.
I will reach my hand in there to move.
Okay, give me a perception roll.
Would that be investigation?
Yes. But
investigation.
I'll go with either. That's fine. You bump into what is obviously not wood and feels almost like cloth, and you hear a yelp.
Can I grab onto it?
Yes.
I grab onto it.
You are holding on to cloth that wriggles and yells.
Cloth that yells.
Can I try to pull it out?
Yeah, but that'll be your main action. So give me a grapple.
Okay.
Strength check.
Oh, just a strength check.
Yes. It resists being pulled out.
And then with my speech, I yell out that I've got a hold of some cloth that is resisting me pulling on it. And then I have my turn.
Jensen, you're up. They all seem to be very interested in that bush.
All right. Just touch, right? Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna pat Titus on the back and be like, "You got this. I believe in you."
Excellent. All right, Titus, keep in mind you have guidance on your next something.
And is it a 1d4
Yep.
Yeah.
to ability checks or saving throws, or just ability checks? Okay. Ooh, before or after. That's cool.
Yeah, the after part's very powerful. Anything else, Jensen?
Nope. That'll be it for me.
Okay.
Real quick, is guidance a concentration spell?
It
Yes.
is.
Okay.
At that, Jensen, with the best perception, hears rustling from the bushes over here to the north. There's a screaming leap, and a bird-like creature leaps out of it, goes a bit into the sky, lands down next to Jensen. As he's flying through the air, he screams out, "Forsworn hold!" Landing in front of you, he swings with a short sword, trying to hit you. And he hits on a 7.
Yeah.
Now that somebody's done something hostile, can I?
You specifically said that bush, and that's why I asked for clarification.
Okay.
However, Balasar
Done.
said any hostile act nearby he'd hit with his sword, but that guy's out of range. I did ask on purpose, Aloysius. I am sorry.
Attacking a bush. What's wrong with you?
At that, the man in the bush, who is being held by Titus, none too pleased by it. You'll be able to go in a moment, David, but you will do it with partial cover. Swings a great axe from inside the bush out towards Titus, hitting on a 14. Miss. Another bush rattles, and a bird-like creature jumps and leaps out of it, heading towards Jensen. And it again calls out, "Forsworn hold," and swings its short sword. Hitting on an 18 and doing a little bit
That's
of damage. Please, Aloysius, if you would, give your firebolt towards the hostile bush that you now know where the person is. And he has partial cover +2. That's a 19 for a hit. That is a hit.
Good roll.
Hit on 22. And what's the damage? Very nice. Okay. And I know it's squirrely the way it worked out, but it's now your owl's turn.
Al's going to put a help action on that guy and then fly back up to the roof where he's hanging out.
All right. Now that the bush has been rent by his axe, it's a little bit easier for the owl to do that, but he still has partial cover.
The help action gives advantage on attack rolls against him, right?
Yep, whatever's first.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. Sorry.
Whatever the first attack is.
All right. I'm going to need to move one more spot after this to make it
No problem.
stick. So I'll move there.
Okay.
Good damage.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. You had the other one targeted. Shoot.
Yeah. I went for the birds.
Heart.
He can take more damage too, though.
Oh.
That was intimidation. That was intimidation damage from the fire. It's like the Hound from Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Okay.
dear.
Fire
Damage is
damage?
applied.
I hope they have heat resistance or something. And didn't just die.
Nope, they're not dead, but they are burning. Alisar, you're up. What's up? What you want to do?
All right. I am gonna go over to my. Oh, wrong one. Here we go. There we go. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And I'm gonna target him. And we're
You
gonna.
could move one more and get flanking.
Isn't
Is
this
that-
flanking?
Yeah.
That is flanking, more than 90.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
My bad.
So I am actually going to try this one.
Excellent.
Mm.
That is a hit.
Mm.
Are they wearing armor?
Metal armor.
From the best you can see, they just seem to have on some sort of brown cloak with a hood.
Okay. So if they have metal armor on, I get advantage.
Oh, I thought metal armor gave you like auto crit if you hit.
Ah.
He definitely jerked at that one.
And here I thought we were gonna have crow for dinner. All right.
I'll eat it alive.
Not a no foul play now.
All right. That shall conclude my turn.
Titus, you're up.
Okay. I am going to rage at his miss swing at me, but it's going to be
Make
more
sure you
of
target him.
it's going to be more of like a laughing rage. I'm going to roll my wild surge. It is a 6. Oh, wait. Where? Why isn't it popping up? Oh, more details. I'm sorry.
It's up above. Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't count. Number 6 is until your rage ends, you are surrounded by
+1
multicolored
bonus.
protective lights. And
Holy crap! 10 feet. Oh, okay. Yeah.
okay, so
+1
Jensen
AC.
also gets +1 AC.
Yep. And Balasar is 15.
And then I'm going to target this guy in the bush. I have him targeted, don't I?
No.
Not that I hover over him and press like T on the keyboard, right?
Yes, sir.
It's not letting me target him.
Yeah. Oh, there it goes.
Now it is. I had to click. I am going to. This
My
is the first
targeting
time I'm
works
using.
very different.
This is the first time I'm using it, so I don't know how it will work.
Okay.
Not that. Maybe it's this. Nope. I'm gonna make a great weapon attack. So, I get a -5 penalty to my hit.
Okay.
But if I hit, it's +10 damage.
Okay. Swing and hit. Let's see what
I
happens
don't know.
here.
I don't know if it'll.
Why advantage? Oh, because the birds ones. Wait a minute. Help me out, Aloysius. Has anybody hit him since your bird's advantage?
No, because he burning hands to 2, and then
Right,
Balazar
okay.
moved up.
So that's a 20, but it's actually a 15, right?
Yes, I don't think that it's 13 + 7, 20, 15 to hit. Yeah.
Okay, so that hits, and you do what to your damage?
I add 10 to my damage
All
roll.
right, give it a +10.
So
You can
19.
type that in when you did it.
Oh, do you want me to do it real quick?
No, don't worry about it. I can
Okay,
handle it.
I'll do it next time.
But for next time, yeah, you can just
Yeah.
type it.
So it's 19 damage.
That hurt him quite a bit. Good job.
And
Anything else?
then,
You can move, but your bonus was the rage.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay where I am so I don't take opportunity.
All right, Jensen, you're up and surrounded.
And you have a +1 to your AC.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed. 17.
I am going to cast. Yeah, Bane.
Guidance has disappeared from Titus.
Yep. And up to 3 creatures within 30 feet that I can see. Oh, how convenient. Must make a charisma saving throw. Failing it gives them a default penalty on their attack. Saving throw.
Okay, so 1d4 on attack roll or saving throw. Okay. Wish there was a way I could mark this without you being able to see it, but that's all right. I'll just have to remember. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So the ones that failed for the duration of the spell, they're baned.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pass.
All right. This one, having just seen you cast some magic on him, is going to attack the magic user for doing such a disgusting thing to him, hitting on AC 13.
Subtracting the D4.
No,
I guess
I did not,
anyways.
but it's still a miss. But yeah,
Yeah.
I also don't want you to know which one has it.
Right. I thought about that after I said it.
Titus, to your south. This guy now swings out with a scimitar, having difficulty wielding his axe in the bush, hitting on AC 11. Fat.
I chuckle at that.
And the other bird creature again tries to hit Jensen, hitting on AC 17, which is a hit on your 17.
That's correct.
And does a little bit of damage.
A little bit of damage.
Owl, you're up. Very nice save on the concentration.
All right. Same thing as the previous time.
Gotcha.
Gonna put a help action on him. And then fly back up to the roof.
Bless you, teenager.
Please target them if you'd be so kind. It makes the damage easier.
Does that technically clip Jensen?
I don't think it did last time.
No.
If it does,
Roll
it's
for damage.
Yeah, it didn't last time, but
I thought
maybe
last
I
time
just
that was because he
positioned it
wasn't
differently.
there. Yeah.
They don't seem to be targeted anymore, but I don't know why. One down, one to go. Bird-wise, anyway. You're up, Alisar.
All right. Gonna go 1, 2, 3.
You got flanking.
We're gonna target him, and we're gonna whip out Stormfang. Stormfang.
One-handed or two-handed?
One-handed.
That is a hit.
Rolling damage.
That is no shortage of damage. You take his head right off.
So if I was doing two-handed, would I have to do the formula like
Drop your shield.
So right, but like I'm talking like in Foundry, how to roll that.
So you'd hit the button that says versatile, and that would switch you from 1d8 to 1d10.
Okay, cool. All right.
Any weapon that says versatile usually means two-handed. Every once in a while, there's weird things in their description about what versatile means. Like Toll of the Dead is another one that has versatile because if they're damaged, they take more.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
Any other action there, Balasar?
I don't think I have any more bonus actions I can take.
While he's looking, do daggers and like scimitars have the versatile too because you can dual wield them?
Usually not. And to
Gotcha,
dual
okay.
wield 2 daggers, they need to be marked as finesse, and you need to have dual wield as an ability.
Finesse,
No,
yeah, that's what
You
I'm
do
thinking
not
about.
actually.
that's
I
not
Oh.
finesse. It's
looked
like
this up. So the dual wielding feature, all that does is allows you to add your proficiency bonus to the second attack damage.
Is that the
Oh.
2024 rules?
Nope, that's the regular 2014 rules.
Yep.
All right, Titus, you're up.
Okay, gonna take a swing, and no one's damaged him. The owl
Hit.
did whatever. On a 13.
That is a hit. His cover is now gone due to all the swinging, in case you do a ranged attack, David.
Okay, so on my Great Axe damage, is it 1d12 or 1d10?
12, I would think.
That's 1d12.
Okay, so 1d12 plus 10.
All right. Wait. Oh, I see what you mean, because the -5. Wait a minute. You missed.
Yeah.
Oh,
A 13 misses?
Yes, a 13 misses. I was confused why you said 13. I forgot you were using that ability.
Nope, you're
Excuse
fine.
me. That's a miss.
Yeah.
I'll move here and actually I'm not gonna move there. I'm gonna move here.
I get spoiled by the text going away on the sidebar where I can't read that effect anymore.
I am going to.
You could manually, like, when you make
I'm
the
gonna
attack
imagine
roll, do a -5 in the modifier.
Yeah, that would help a lot if you did that, Titus, next time.
in
Then I
the-
won't forget.
All
All right. I think Titus hit the button for his turn. So, Jensen, you're up.
All right.
I'm just gonna try something real quick just to see if I understand.
Yep. That worked.
Okay. I'll
You're
start
up,
doing that.
Jensen.
All right. This guy's been attacked, right?
Yes.
All right. DC 15 Wisdom. Does he save?
Whoops. I was off in my head. Excuse me.
All good.
A critical fail by him. Run versatile.
I don't think this can do crit. Yeah. Good roll.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
That hurt. That hurt a lot.
Yes. And I will pass on using my bonus action.
Okay. Now that all cover is gone and he is not impeded by the branches, he swings out with his scimitar, attempting to attack you. Hitting on natural 1. And he follows up with his multi-attack with his dagger, hitting on AC 14.
That misses.
Bird, you're up. Are you there, David?
Oh, help action on that guy.
Okay. He no longer has any cover from ranged attacks.
All right.
That is a hit. Wow, Max. Very nice.
Very good.
That singed his beard quite a bit and staggered him back up against the wall. Balasar, what's the plan?
I am going to 1, 2, 3, 4. Flanking.
No advantage.
No advantage. Got it.
Negative.
Target and Stormfang.
That is a hit, but only barely. That hurt. That hurt a lot.
All right. That shall end that turn.
Titus, what are we doing?
I am not going to put all of my effort into this, so just a normal attack. But I am going to leave myself open for a counterattack. So no
Understood.
minuses, but advantage.
All right.
And
So you get
whenever-
advantage and disadvantage, basically. Okay.
Yeah.
That is a miss.
Okay. Well, that is all I can do.
Jensen, you're up. Finish him off.
I had to reload, and I can't see the map.
No problem. We're not in a rush. Take your time, sir.
Wow, Jensen, holding everybody up.
You know, when you're a chaplain, you have to take the time to do things right.
True.
And when we're in person, this is when we get more chips.
Have y'all seen that meme where someone gets the wish spell, and they've got like an extra person coming into the room at the very end, and everyone inside the room is trying to figure out like, what do we use the wish spell for? And then someone comes in like, man, I wish I had some Funyuns. And the DM was like, okay, Funyuns are canon now.
Oh.
I've never seen that one.
Oh, I forgot all about that. The whole Funyun thing.
It was from that video. I think was from Zach the Bold.
I don't remember the context of the Funyun things, but I do know that something involving Funyuns happened that became canon to something.
There we go. All right, I'm back.
Yay!
So this guy, is he looking like pretty low?
Pretty low. He's hurting. He's bleeding from his ears. His beard is partially on fire. One of his eyes is closed and swollen shut. He's not doing well.
Okay. Well, then, can't go wrong with another Toll of the Dead. Ding dong. Get wrecked.
That is a fail on his part. Run versatile.
Oh.
His ears are ringing. He's been boxed.
10 and 11 on those rolls. Last 2 rounds.
Why does this guy look like someone right out of
Foaming at
Office?
the mouth, barely able to contain his rage at being put through such disparaging fights. He swings his scimitar out to Titus with advantage, hitting on a 23. Following up rapidly with his dagger. Whoops, I need to do 2 of them, excuse me. Normal, hitting on a 18. And that is the end of his turn, and he spits at you as he does and say, "You will never stop the great Harko Swornhold." Aloysius, bird is up.
Help action.
All right, oh.
It's like, okay, this guy's getting annoying.
That is a fail on his part. But you never get to see the after effects of such a spell as he just drops dead like a marionette with his strings cut. And thus ends combat, and thus ends the Great Sworn Hold.
A good life he lived, however short it may have been.
All right.
Shall we take the body with us as proof?
Most of you begin to wrinkle your noses most severely at the thought of touching such a foul creature. He stinks to high heaven.
Yeah. Aloysius says yes, but then walks away.
Y'all never want to do the dirty work. I'll start dragging him.
Here, I'll drag him.
Balasar easily flips him up on top of his shoulder and begins to carry the body.
Oh, thanks, Balasar. I owe you one.
Sweat it. That was my I'm blanking on his name now. Wrecker impression
Mm-hmm.
from Bad Batch.
All right.
Anyone else
Well,
doing anything else they need rolls or information for?
Is this Jensen's faction quest we're doing, or is it something else that might have?
Yeah.
This is
Okay.
Lord's
Lord's
Alliance for
Lord's
Jensen, yes.
That's what
This
I
is
thought.
level 3.
Yeah, let's head to the
Is
screen
there any
the on
information people needed about the bodies or anything they were planning on rolling?
Shoot, I'll run a standard investigation check to see if I know anything.
Very well. Give me a roll and tell me which body you're checking.
The one I have on my shoulder, I lay him back down on the ground
Alright.
so I can examine.
I'm checking that body out too.
I will also check.
Titus and Balasar both put their heads together and being look at the body. He is some sort of pirate. You spend a little more time, and then finally you do find a tattoo on his shoulder. It's purple. It seems to be an offset circular eye with
Purple.
rays of light coming out of it, with a
Purple.
dot in the middle.
Guys? Purple.
Hmm.
Hey, wait a minute. Titus, don't you have a magic tattoo on you?
I do, but it's nothing like this one.
I just forgot about that you bought that.
Does this guy have any cloth on him?
I mean, he's wearing clothing, and he was wearing. Wait a minute, what did he have for chest 15? He did have on some cheap leather armor.
Does he have any light colored cloth on him?
Some of it might have been light colored at once, but through all the filth, it's very hard to tell.
All right. Well, if there's any space enough for writing, I'll kind of pull it tight and like hold my hand up with my finger up, and then I'll like bring it down to the cloth, and right before I touch the cloth, I'll say Balazar, and then I'll write, "This is my tattoo," and then I'll leave it alone, and only Balazar can see that.
Okay.
I love that idea. But could you repeat it entirely again? I wasn't paying attention.
Nope, never mind. You weren't paying attention.
Hey, I have ADHD.
Well, that means Balazar also has ADHD, so you didn't see me write on it.
I have ESPN.
I have ESP.
I'll tell you later, though, Matthew. I'm trying to get rid of my hiccups right now.
Alright.
All right, where to now, folks?
Deliver this body. It's heavy.
You're on portal.
Off to the yawning portal it is. You all come in. It is your favorite wonderful place. The barman looks at you strangely with the body over your shoulder. And
I mean, are we gonna
Jalistar
carry a body inside? Like maybe like go get the guy and bring him out. Like this is a
They don't. Nobody seems to care. This is the yawning portal. Welcome home, dear one.
Ugh,
Pardon, the wife and daughter just got home.
hi, darling.
Jensen Silvermane stands up and walks towards you and says, "Bravo, bravo! What a brigand!" And he reaches out and he actually flicks the guy on the end of his nose. He goes, "Off into the mall with him. Dump him in, and we shall settle accounts."
I order a shot from Darwin, and
Durin
Yeah.
gives you a shot of the best. And he says, "For you, on the house tonight. Getting those crazy, creepy shapeshifter things out of here. I've heard what happened. Deplorable."
salute.
Mhm.
And Jalister Silvermane walks over to Jensen, claps him on the shoulder, says, "Thank you. You have served the city. Xandar's guild will incite no more violence. We must maintain the peace."
Is this Silvermane saying this?
Yes.
Here, here.
And at that, Toby, you get another faction point in Lord's Alliance.
Where would you like the body, sir?
Dump
And
it
the
into
yarn.
the maw. Let the things down there feed on such a travesty.
All right. 1, 2.
Hey, if we're gonna dump it in the maw, do we want to like load them up with poison or something first?
Oh, I like that idea.
Jalister stands up and says, "What a capital idea. I would love to see such an experiment. Go for it."
I mean, load
And
them
then he
up with
leans in
poison,
toward-
cover
Alright.
them in oil.
All right, I lay him down right here. Al, come down.
Yeah, Aloysius, if you want to do that, give me some Arcana or other rolls that you think, and you can do what you want to the body. Jalister Silvermane leans in towards Jensen, looks around, and he goes, "For your wonderful service, I can offer you this." And he hands out a crude coin with some sort of markings on the back. He goes, "This means you are an official business for the watch. If the watch inquires as to why you're in a particular area, show them this, and they will give you some deference. It will not get you into all areas, but it is at least enough to get you out of jail when you're poking your nose a little too hard. But it will not protect you from outright activities of dishonorableness, if you get my meaning."
Of course. I thank you for your gracious generosity.
And he lifts his mug high at that, and he says, "To generosity!" And Floon, very deep in his cups, attempts to emulate him, but a lot sloshes on the floor. Rayner, never remember, smiles and drinks gently at that. And Volo slams his hand on the table, raises his glass high, and says, "For generosity."
Here, here. I will update the log.
Yeah. You
Okay.
got.
Here's the plan. Could I send him down like with like I use Tinker tools? Could I rig him with one of the gems of fireballs or something? Or nah, poison. Poison's the best
Yeah,
option.
I think poison is. All right, we should get a. Do you have a needle?
No.
Oh, Darwin, can I borrow a fork? I ask Darwin, Darnan if I can borrow a fork.
Oh, you're asking me, dang gummit, I thought you were talking to each other. Yes, certainly here, sir. Very well.
All right,
And he gives you a 2-tined fork.
All right, here you go. Dip this in poison, and then we just stab his body.
Do you have poison?
I thought Aloysius had the poison.
I don't have.
I don't know. Does Aloysius have poison? This is news to me.
Why would you mention poisoning his body if you didn't have poison?
Well, it's a good idea. I didn't say I had the stuff to do it.
All right, how about this? The next time we find a body, we fill it up with poison and then dump it in here.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. Oh, or we can dump his body in here, and then if there's a way you could send your owl down there to see, and then when your owl sees a bunch of critters gnawing and eating at the body, you can throw a fireball pearl down there and blast them all off.
Oh, that seems like a waste of a fireball pearl.
Fair enough. All right, take the body, and I heave it just enough so I try to make sure that his head bangs the thing on the way down.
You lose sight of it as it goes down deeper and until it's lost to the darkness. But it'll be interesting to see what that does.
How
Thank you for
long? Sorry, what'd you say?
Me?
Yeah, I cut you off at the end there. Sorry.
Oh, I was just saying you lost sight of the body as it tumbles down into the maw. But it's definitely down there, and it'll be interesting to see what happens with that.
All right. How long did I hear it falling before I heard the thud, if I even heard the thud at all? Because I would have been counting right after I threw the body in there.
I need a moment.
Okay. Calculating how much that
You
body
did not
weighed.
hear the thud.
Okay. Guys, this is a deep hole. I can't hear a thud at
This is
all.
a very deep hole. Also, after a moment, Jensun leans, I just got my names all mixed up here. Wait a minute. Jalasar Silvermane leans towards Jensen, and he says, something different about you. You look stronger than I've seen before. I think you're ready to help us again.
Tell me more.
Trying to select the darn character. I got way too many windows open inside the VTT. The Zents are courting the Red Wizard of Fae, named Islan Benzin, trying to add his gang of thugs to their ranks. All we know of him is that he fled his homeland a few years back and is too smart to get caught doing anything illegal. He and his gang of bullies prowl the dockboard, scuttle the deal, and do it fast.
You need any help with that, Jensen?
No, he's
I've
got
added that to the text of your player's book.
Thank.
Oh, Red
I
Wizard.
won't.
No, thank you.
This is not Dragonlance, different Red Wizard.
Oh, okay.
Something will have to be done about that. Who's with the Harpers?
Sean.
That is Sean.
On.
Wow.
I was just looking through the journal. It looks like there's a Harpers thing.
I think there's
And just
two
out
for
of
Harper.
game, so you know, just being in 2 factions in this whole thing is quite sufficient.
Who's in 2 factions?
Just-
No, I mean being in at least 2 is good. You are currently in
In the party.
4.
The party. Yeah.
3. You're in
Yeah.
3.
Oh, okay. Got it.
2 in Forest Grey, 1 in Emerald Enclave, 1 in Lord Alliance.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
We can
I
look
tried.
at to see if there's any leads on the main goal, and if not, then
Just sorry to interrupt. Balasar, please give me an Arcana roll standing that close to that axe.
All right. I tried my hand at it to see if it would think I'm worthy.
Did you actually touch it?
Yes.
So this axe positively thrums with power. You can definitely feel an itch within yourself to possess something like this. After holding it for a moment, you definitely feel it has judged you unworthy, but you are intrigued and you desire it.
One day. my
Somebody
sweet-
else was saying something else when I interrupted her. My apologies. Go ahead.
no, you're fine. We can look to see if we have any leads on our main goal, and if not, Jensen, we can follow up on your next quest after a long rest.
So
And
Yeah.
next.
after I say that, I walk away and I order one shot after the other to get drunk. But they can do their dialogue, and then we can do like however you want to do me getting drunk.
So our next main story thing is the 10-day. So once we fast forward through that, we can continue with the story. So we got like I think 5 or 4 days left of that.
Did we meet with Istrid Horn? She wanted more. She's gonna pay us for info at the station.
She's paying you to be hidden for 10 days, and then at the conclusion of it, she'll give you some information.
Oh, right.
He's hiding out in your basement.
I remember that now.
So we gonna go sleep for the night and then go wizard hunting?
Jensen, would you like to do your quest in the morning?
Yeah, sure. Lester, a little clarification, if you don't mind.
Of course, sir. Of course.
You say the scuttle of a deal. What deal exactly? Are they like doing some sort of deal?
The Zents are courting the Red Wizard. They are trying to add his gang of thugs to their rank. We do not want the Zents to gain power and more soldiers. Scuttle the deal any way you can and quickly.
Right. Okay, the deal of the Zents trying to court the wizard. Gotcha.
Yeah, we're trying to pretty much save the Red Wizard from getting brainwashed. Maybe he could be the one to do party tricks at our tavern, since our horse friend wouldn't.
What do we know about the Red Wizards of Thay?
Give me a history or arcana check.
Oh, I think I've got proficiency.
Is this group like native to Waterdeep?
No, they are not. They are from the Eastern Highlands. You remember that.
Aloysius turns to you and says, "They're the Red Wizards of Thay, not the Red Wizards of Waterdeep."
Sure.
So
Aloysius
continues his lecture by telling you that they are from the Eastern Heartlands, which is notorious and nefarious with a matocratic ruling class of the inhospitable but well-inhabited country of Thay. Historically, they owned their power to being cruel slavers, demonologists, and arcane experimenters, before most of their number was wholly destroyed themselves. And oh brother, this is the floweriest. before most of the members wholly dedicated themselves into creating a nation of undead. Sorry.
You're fine.
So that is
Yeah,
Aloysius' historical knowledge.
these guys are really bad. I think by scuttle the deal, he means kill everybody.
Aloysius, are you for sure that these guys are actually evil? The Red Wizard?
How much do you buy into moral relativism? Some could view a nation of undead as a great workforce and very efficient.
Yeah. The people they summoned could have signed contracts to be summoned after death.
I'm gonna turn to Jelester again and be like, so do you need the Red Wizard dead or just not on bad terms with the Zents?
I want them not on good terms with the Zents. I want them to not join and work for the Zents.
Okay.
If it be that he is no longer breathing and able to help, that would work. Is he turning tail and running away? That would work. Is he working for us or leaving the city? That would work. I just need the Zents to not have his help.
Sure.
Guys,
Thank
we could figure out where they're going, ambush them, ambush the Zents, and say that we're with the Red Wizard so they never work with them again.
It's possible.
I lower my head and walk back to the bar.
I think you're a little deep in your cups there. We'll take it into account. So how about a long rest and then off to scuttle the deal, as it were?
A long rest will put you just after sunrise.
That's perfect.
All right, let's do it.
Before we do that, though, I want my character to be drunk.
No problem. You can be drunk and they will help guide you home. You're a very
Okay,
sturdy person, so it'll be hard, but they can do it.
So like I'm like heavily buzzed, lightly drunk right now, right?
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna stumble my way over to the axe, and then I'm gonna touch it.
I'm casting.
You feel the tingle of the contact with another mind, and you get the immediate impression from it that you are not worthy.
Done. All right, I'm gonna holler for Balazar and tell him to just follow me and make sure I don't fall, and yeah, we'll go home.
All right.
If it doesn't cost anything to try, I'm gonna try touching the axe.
You feel the presence of another intelligence, Jensen, and you feel you are judged not worthy.
While I see Titus just stumbling around, making a fool of himself, I think to myself and say out loud, you know, there should be like a little, like, something that you can point at someone and just press a button. It'll instantly pop out like a painting of what they look like in that moment, so you can so you have embarrassing paintings done.
Oh, I've seen those. An inventor in Waterdeep actually made one. It has a small gnome inside it, and he paints very rapidly. However, if you take too many photos of fights, he'll run out of red, and then he'll go back to the charcoals, and you're stuck with black and white.
As I walk out the door, I hear everyone like giggling behind me, and I say, "This was for an experiment."
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay there, Titus. It's okay, buddy. All
and
right.
then I stumble out the door.
You've had a big day. Let's get you home. All right.
Aloysius has the brainstorm. He's curious what lesser restoration would do to someone drunk. All right, where to? Long rest and then dock wards or somewhere else?
Yeah, I think that's the plan.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so everybody hit their long rest, please, and we'll go right to the dock wards from here.
So, I'm assuming we're taking our long rest in our tavern.
Yeah.
Yep, the construction is moving along magnificently.
While we're there, I end up flirting with that same person that we saved from the villa, building up more rapport.
Give me a perception roll. Wow, okay. A deep piece of insight hits your mind. You get the feeling that she is being agreeable and nice to you out of fear of either being rejected by this household or by your general powerfulness. There is an unevenness in this relationship that you don't know what to do about. But she definitely seems afraid of you.
So I know, like, for a fact, I think she's afraid of me, or I just really suspect
Yes,
it.
you rolled a natural 20. Your insight into her current thinking is crystal clear.
Okay.
She is afraid of you both in terms of your power to remove her from this household and your power as a soldier and a fighter.
All right.
And her employer.
What's that for? Tell me what you're trying to persuade.
Try to convince her that I'm nice and that I genuinely like her.
She can see the lie behind your statement, drops the crockery she's currently holding. The water or beverage within it explodes across the floor, and she runs up the stairs to her room.
Okay.
Do we see this interaction?
No, this was probably upstairs as you all were just either waking up or going to bed.
Why couldn't those have been switched?
The household is waking up, and the adventurers are beginning to collect by the door. Are you all heading for the dock ward?
To the dock ward!
To the dock ward.
You find yourself back on the dock ward now. It is just after sunrise. The day is starting. People are out doing their chores. Many markets are selling food from vendors on the stalls.
All right. I have to look for the Red Wizard or the Dents.
Red Wizard, where are you?
So you're wandering down the streets with everybody doing their thing, and you keep calling out, "Red Wizard, where are you?" And everybody starts looking at you.
I glance over to the stuffed beholder and like, we know what the damn Zents are.
I then start looking.
What was this? What was the ending bit there, David? I missed that.
He glances over in that direction and mumbles, "We know where the damn Zents are."
Ah, interesting. Titus, what are you investigating?
Just investigating the stuffed beholder that I have a weird feeling about.
It's actually rather silly the more you look at it. When you look even closer, you can see some of the seams are just really not that well sewn. It's just kind of cheesy. Balasar, what are you investigating?
I am being silly and looking through the bushes to see if I can find the Red Wizard's hiding in there.
There's a lot of broken branches, some blood still on the ground, but that's about it.
I would like to check my contacts, see if they have any word of any Red Wizards, if they being in the area.
They do know that name has been spoken. The Zents are looking to hire a Red Wizard. It is a very big deal. And you can hear raucous laughter coming from out of the Bent Nail bar as you pass by it, Balasar and Titus. Seems to be quite the collection in there of people going on.
Yeah, I'll go around and say, I think we should go in here, guys.
Balazar just leans his head back and goes, ugh. Hate the bent nail.
Some of these people you briefly remember from the last time you were here, including the very dingy-looking bartender. A new group is gathered in the corner. They are all drinking, and one man stands there in an obvious wizard cloak and hat, talking with them. The rest are very large and burly.
I kind of like whistle to Aloysius and invite him to sit next to me.
I sit on the far end of the bar, away from them.
Aloysius,
Keep scouting out.
I don't know about you, but those people in that corner over there, I'm pretty sure that's who we're looking for. Do you have any information on the Red Wizards or the Zentrons to help us figure out if it's them before we attack?
Who are you asking, Titus?
I was asking Aloysius.
Okay. As you're talking, the bartender comes a little bit closer, pulls out a glass from underneath the counter, pulls out a rag, spits on the rag, and begins to rub the rim of the glass. Say, what do you want?
Aloysius gestures to the new people and says, like, who's those guys? Haven't seen them in town.
What do you want?
Whiskey, please.
I kind of shoulder budge Jensen into Aloysius to get Aloysius's eye contact, and I put a silver coin on the bar. Keep my hand, or keep like my fingers on it, but push it to the bartender to signal to Aloysius to like ask him again with my silver coin.
As the bartender sees the silver coin, he reaches under, pulls out several shot glasses, lays them across the bar, bends over deeply to pick up a bottle, and as he comes up, he begins to cough resplendently, spraying spittle across the bar and some of the shot glasses, and begins to fill each one up, grabs the silver coin, and wanders off.
All right, here's an idea. Let's buy a number of drinks for the number of people over there, and then we will walk over and bring them ourselves and just like introduce ourselves as like just being friendly.
All four of us?
But be like really obnoxious and act drunk and just like put us in their space and see what happens.
Do you want all four of us to go over there, or just me and Balazar?
Probably all of us would be a good idea.
Okay. So, I tap on the table to signal to the bartender to come back over. I ask him, what's the price of 6 shots of the medium shelf?
He holds up 2 fingers for 2 pieces of silver.
All right, I pay him, and I ask him if he has a platter to carry him on.
He lays out 6 shots, fills them up, and walks off.
All right. Well, I'll take.
We've got at least 6 hands among us.
Yeah. So I'll grab 2.
I grab 2 as well.
I'll grab.
We bought drinks.
As you start approaching his table, the man with the black hat glances over and sees you coming. He tilts his head in curiosity. He pulls out from the folds of his upper pocket a very large, very flat red gem. He holds it up to his eye and peers through one eye and then the other eye at your approach. Thinks really hard about it, and he pockets it back in his pocket.
Aloysius holds up the 2 shots he's holding and says, "Hey, welcome to Waterdeep."
Huzzah!
Indeed.
Drinks,
indeed,
my friends.
Indeed.
While he was
At
holding
that,
that gem
several
up,
of the very large men around the table wince at the loud noise. And the cloaked figure looks around them and says, "Be at peace, gentlemen. Be at peace. This is not the place or the time. And what might you find, if we can call it adventurers, doing in such a place tonight?"
real quick,
Oh, we love
while he was
hanging out
holding
here.
that
This
gem
place
up,
is great.
while he was holding
You
that gem up,
hardly smell as if you hang out in this place ever. What was that, Hunter?
while he was holding that gem up, I used one of my magic awarenesses, and there's no like verbal components. It's just like me taking in everything that's around me, and just to focus in on that red gem to see if it's magic or and what school of magic it's from. Also, anybody at this table as well.
Okay, that is insanely annoying. I can't seem to send you a single private message. It goes to everybody.
You can send it on Discord if you need to.
Idiot thing.
I will say, we are celebrating a successful adventure with a night out in the bar. It's like special occasion to celebrate and enjoy some drink. We know
Then
that you're
why
here.
are you here, especially when dropping such money at the bar? You realize the bartender would have gone for far less.
These outskirts bars
A
are much
bottle
cheaper.
of that rock gut you have is a silver. You are clearly showing you are slumming like that idiot Floon.
Well, then what are
Whatever
you
gets
doing
us
here?
drunker the quickest, I say.
I am here waiting.
Aren't we all?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's awesome. We're here.
But the better question is, how much longer will you be able to? You're far too smelling nice and nicely dressed and have very jangly pockets. I wonder if you were followed.
My friend, calm down. Have a drink. Enjoy the night.
I am very calm. Don't you see me sitting? If I was not calm, I would be standing, and things would be less standing. And of that, rot gut, I think not. And he takes another delicate sip of whatever wine he's drinking in front of him.
How about you guys?
I rolled an investigation, just kind of like I'm staring them all down. Like, is there anything identifying on anybody? Tattoos?
You see absolutely no tattoos on anyone. The 5 very large, burly gentlemen are all armed with heavy crossbows on their back. They have maces hanging from their belts. They're wearing very strong chest plate armor. They seem like brawlers, and they are paying attention to the room. One of them seems a little bit inebriated, but most of them seem to be drinking very carefully. The person in black cloak and black hat seems incredibly stylish. You see no visible weapons or armor. It's about what you can discern. Balasar, what are you trying to get?
Pretty much most of the same. Just trying to get an insight on them. If I can see like which ones are eyeballing each other and like.
All of them are staring at you and the rest of the room. They seem well practiced at being whatever it is they are.
Is there a ruse of acting like drunks and trying to be friendly working on them, do we think?
Give me a roll.
Roll what?
Perception or investigation, and you tell me what you're trying to do.
Rolling this to see if they're onto us.
Well, they seem none too friendly to you. They seem none too pleased to have you here. And they are acting wary enough and cautious enough that you definitely don't feel there's any way that they're dropping their guard or relaxing around you, if that's what you're asking.
All right.
I turn to the Zent, like to my left, and I'm like, "How about you? Drink with us." And I hand him one drink, and I take the other one.
He sniffs and turns his head away. These aren't Zents, by the way. These are the ones that the Zents are hoping to hire, if these are the group indeed. But who knows?
Oh, okay. I saw the familiar token, and I assumed they were.
Yeah, it's my best thug token. Sorry, it fit the description. Sorry about that.
All good.
Didn't mean to give implied impression because of the snake around his arm.
Sure.
Says, all right, well, you guys have a good time.
Um.
It's all the same. If you're not willing to drink and have fun, then I shall take our ale elsewhere. Good day, fine
He
sirs.
snorts at that. He just snorts.
And then as I walk away, I like stumble and act a little drunk.
Okay.
So
Um,
you think
I-
it's them?
I'm going to pretend to trip.
I think it just might be.
Oh, I had a thought. Can I arcana my knowledge of that red gem that I saw?
Yes, you most certainly can. You have no idea.
Ooh, okay.
I was thinking
and
if that gem he had might have been similar to that gem that was stolen.
I guess let me expand on that, Aloysius. You would very much like to be able to touch and examine it, or maybe cast detect magic. You wish you could see it one more time, but honestly, you're drawing a blank at what it connects to, or history, or anything that looks like that. You just got nothing.
As I pretend to trip, I am going to spend a sorcery point to subtly cast, aka no verbal, just somatic. And for the somatic, I would like to pretend to catch myself on his shoulder, um, and cast inflict wounds on.
Okay. Okay. So that would be a hit.
And then I say, "Oh my God, I'm sorry, so sorry. Just been drink."
Okay.
Drink, man.
Okay. Roll for initiative.
Oh, whoops.
Can I roll persuasion? Or, well, not deception?
Yes. Where the heck's your damage? 12.
Oh, you got good charisma.
I do,
Indeed. The black cloaked and black hat individual turns quick as a whip and looks you right in the eyes, and he goes, "That hurt."
yeah. I'm so sorry. I'll hand him a gold piece for the troubles.
Quick as a flash, he reaches into his jacket, grabs something, and lunges towards you, hitting on AC 19.
That's a hit.
Titus, you're up.
I mean, did we see what just happened?
Not really, no. 2. Teleported 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see. Until your rage ends, you can use the effect each year. Okay, 30 feet. So it basically doubles your distance, Titus. Except it has
Well,
yeah.
If I didn't see that, then I wouldn't have raged. I just assumed that we did. That we came over here, noticed Jensen wasn't coming, and
No, you did not notice that. I didn't. I was just rolling with what you were doing because I thought maybe you were hated to drink.
then yeah,
All right,
I'll
so
take.
we'll undo that, but we'll still call it a 2 if you wild surge. But
Okay.
when you recast your rage, uncheck the thing to consume the points. You can do it for free.
Okay.
Anything else?
And it's a teleport thing once per
Yep,
bonus
it's
action.
teleport.
Okay.
Aloysius,
yeah.
anything of interest?
Not yet. If I didn't say anything, I'm just like, so like, how do you guys want to do this?
Okay.
Well, if one
of the thugs to the south gives a bit of a yell, lunges forward, slipping past the chair of his compatriot, and comes towards Jensen. The yell draws all 3 of your attentions. He rears back with a very large mace, taking a swing right at Jensen's head. It is unmistakably quite hostile, hitting on AC 19.
Hit.
For 3 damage. Balasar, you're up, and you could not miss both the yell and the swing.
Oh boy, looks like Jensen's in trouble.
Oh, I gotta fix your owl, David. Sorry.
Alright. So, I basically just saw someone get hostile towards Jensen.
Immensely.
Alright. I then dash to go right there.
Okay. Flanking on nobody. Never mind. I was just thinking.
Alright.
Seeing you approach, one of the other thugs stands up, takes a bead on you with his large crossbow, and lets fly. Hitting on AC 6, you easily dodge the incoming bolt. Jensen, you're up.
I just kind of moved my head and let it fly by me.
3 opportunity attacks if you move.
Yeah. I am going to I'm going to cast silence. Right here.
Okay. 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 I like it. I like it.
And that will be my turn.
All right. So, okay. I'm sorry. I'm looking at spell list now, figuring out which ones have.
Verbal.
Yeah. Yeah. Huh. Wasn't prepared for this. Okay. 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 Fine. Balazar, who came running up, the large gentleman to your left, stands up and swings at you deftly with his mace, hitting on 2, 6.
Bring it on.
Bloody miss there. Oh, he is multi-attack. He's going to follow up with another shot. These thugs are multi-attack.
Ooh.
And he hits on AC 18, which is still a miss, amazingly enough.
Oh, I
Glances
love
off
having
your
a high
shield.
AC.
The thug by the table also stands up and takes a swing at Jensen with his mace, hitting on AC natural 1. Fat. Second attack. What? Natural 1. Jesus.
Ah!
I'm revealing these just because it's so damn funny. Dang, gummit.
Oh.
The next thug, seeing Balasar run up, is also going to try his heavy crossbow. Stands up, takes a shot. It's close to range, so he gets. What is this? Natural 2. He can only fire once per round with a crossbow, even with multiple attack. He's going to move. Right? And he's going to try and hem you in.
At this point, would it be like unheard of for my character to just start laughing and like be so consumed with laughter that he's falls prone?
You can move your mouth and you can fall prone if you desire, but no one hears anything. All right, now it's the black-hatted dude's turn. The hell am I supposed to do, Toby? Jesus.
You find the spell that has no verbal components, or you reveal that he also took meta magic adept and can do sorcery stuff.
I'm playing his spell less fair. I've already built it.
Mm-hmm. He could always do an unarmed strike.
I feel like this guy's
He reaches out with his dagger that's still in his hand and tries to stab you, Toby, hitting on AC 16. His dagger. And he does. Oh, Lord.
I feel like
There
this
you
guy
go.
thinks
3
he's a little
piercing.
too classy to result to an unarmed strike.
And you retain your concentration. Owl, you're up. Dang cone of silence. Nah, 2 points to Toby on that one.
The owl is going to
get inspiration.
Fly to that guy and fly immediately back out.
Understood. Toby, do you have inspiration on your character? I can't remember. You got it now, because that's freaking awesome.
Thank you.
Derailed a well thought out thing.
Wait, you put the owl before Titus?
Oh, did I screw up? I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Yeah, I did. I misdropped.
I'll act like it went after me.
Wait a minute. Hold still, everybody. I'm going to fix... Oh, Lord, I just can't aim. Oh. It don't want to move. What the hell's going on here? Give me a second here. Yeah, Daffy. I can't move. Is this because I already started combat? Dang, nabbit, it probably is.
Yeah, we can just act like it went after me.
Oh, it's because you're all tied. Dang it. All right, give me a second here. I just got to...
Put mine to 19.15.
There. Lord almighty. Okay. Titus is going to go next, then Owl, then Aloysius. Sorry,
okay,
buddy.
I will rage on this turn, and
okay.
I can teleport 30 feet. I will teleport there, just above that. Oh crap! Just above there. And then 5, 10.
Flanking.
Target. Flanking. And I am going to use my Great Weapon Master.
Add in the -5 then,
Great Axe. Yep. Attack.
but
and
do it with
then
advantage.
-5. Advantage.
That is a very good hit.
Okay, so damage plus 10.
All right, that's one heck of a hit. He staggers wholly at that one. Partially damaged his shoulder. That was a heck of a good hit. Anything else, Titus?
I will move. Oh gosh. Not metagaming. I think I would move here just to
Okay.
be closer to my allies.
Okay. Owl, you're up.
Same
Advantage on the mage. Okay.
action on that guy.
Or the black-hatted guy. Shouldn't say mage.
I hate all of you. I'm tempted to do this anyway.
Yeah,
Burning
that's
hands.
what I thought as soon as we walked in.
I'm looking at your hit points, and I'm thinking.
There's a lot of targets there.
I'm thinking, you know what? I'm chaotic neutral, aren't I?
You know, me and Balazar are at least pretty hefty.
They can tank it. Just try not to hit me, preferably.
Try not to hit Jensen too much. Try not to hit Jensen for 26.
Hey, I'm cool with whatever. I just keep score.
All right. Where are we? Oh, this actually works out pretty well.
Oh.
I pull out one of my gems and I whip it to the corner.
All right. Please make sure that detrimented correctly. And give me a moment here.
I think Jensen's toes are in there.
Partial. That's a really tough call on me whether Jensen got hit or not. That's just a few pixels. I almost want to say no.
Yeah. If you say no on him,
I think no
I'm
on
the
Jensen,
same.
yes on me.
Yeah. No
I mean,
on me and Jensen, yes
if
on
you're gonna say it
Balazar.
hits Jensen, you gotta say it hits
All
Titus
three of
as
us.
well.
It
Titus
definitely
is
hits Balazar, but
Yeah.
Titus and Jensen are real iffy to me.
I think Titus and Jensen are out of the cusp because it really looks like that line is.
No, I'm just going to say Balazar and the rest.
Okay.
So please, Balazar, give me the dex save. That is not a save.
No, it is not.
Not so.
And Dave, did that thing detriment the gem correctly?
I told it to consume. I did not look at the number.
Should have been 7 beforehand.
I think it was 6 beforehand because it's 5
Oh.
now.
Okay, that makes sense. Oh yeah, you used one in her house. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. The worst house to use it in too. Okay, that was devastating and a lot of damage. Any bonus or other movement there, Aloysius?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay.
That's how a wizard shows up a barbarian.
Mm-hmm.
He yells something to cuss you all out, but you probably don't hear it.
We definitely don't.
You. Wait, actually, let me. Probably not. You're right. My bad.
And I guess you don't even hear the boom. You just
We
see
see
everything
it.
light up around you.
Yeah, and like a dramatic war scene where everyone's got like ringing in their ears and there's bombs landing.
No,
But it's
it's
just
not ringing in your ears. Everything
I'm
just
back.
got really hot, really fast.
yeah.
No
What got
sound
really
can be
hot really
created.
Miss
fast?
on Jensen for a mace
Hitting on what?
on a 6. 2 sixes. I feel like I just rolled 2 2s in a row. That's too much of a coincidence today.
Yeah, this game is
Balasar, you're
helping us
up,
out.
and you are flanked.
All right.
You also have flanking on 2 characters. Or 1 character, excuse me. I missaw
I
that.
think we already know what I'm gonna do.
I don't think he does.
And you
What
have
character does
advantage.
he have flanking
Oh.
on?
The person in the middle with the black hat. That is a hit.
All right. Well, it's a hit anyway, so thank you for the advantage.
Yeah, but you might crit.
Oh, that's true.
I would roll the 20. It is fair.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Never mind. Sorry.
All right.
Dang it.
You're okay.
All right. Rolling damage. All right. It's 9.
And that is the end of him. Never even got to get a bloody spell
Bonus
off.
action.
Andrew's so mad at Jensen right now.
Couldn't use any cool stuff. Sorry.
Yeah.
Target whomever you're going to heal, please.
Oh, right.
Oh, for the love of Christ's
What?
sake.
I
Holy
undid him, didn't I?
smokes.
I thought I
Yeah,
undid
you
him.
did. You did. That was my screw up. I hit the wrong button. Dadgummit.
Balazar resurrects the person he just killed.
Yeah, that's pretty powerful heal you got there. Okay, anything else?
I think it's weird that second wind. No, I think it's weird. Second wind gives you the option to heal someone else.
Yeah.
Like,
That's probably just a result of the targeting and not.
Yeah, it was my screw up totally.
Yeah, it is.
all right.
All right.
Yeah, it doesn't.
This thug stands up. It was already standing up. Pulls out his crossbow again. Let's fly at Jensen. Hitting on AC 16. Hit. For 9 piercing damage. And then comes here, flanking on Titus. Ends his turn. Jensen, you're up.
All right. I am going to
Cast silence again.
yeah. No. Choices. I
So
only
many
have
things a sorcerer cleric can do.
yeah. Okay. I am going to.
Oh, did you succeed on your concentration for silence?
Oh, thank you. I didn't notice that.
That is a pass.
And believe. You know, I'll just keep this up. Action disengage. 1,
Okay.
3, 4, 5. Bonus action spiritual weapon.
Okay. Let me switch. Where do you want it placed?
Sure, that works.
That works. Okay.
Yeah.
Does the weapon that your spiritual weapon like takes form in affect the damage that it does?
No.
It's just visual.
You should do like a broken beer bottle.
Anything else, Jensen?
Yes. It is going to attack that guy.
That is a hit.
Did damage? Oh,
I don't see a damage roll.
Me neither.
And the spiritual weapon gets advantage from flanking from Balazar.
No.
It can give
From
or
what I
get.
wrote down, spiritual weapon can attack with advantage, but not grant advantage.
yeah, that's how we ruled it.
Yeah. You could roll the 20 if you wanted to, but roll your damage. It was definitely a hit.
Yeah, I was trying to click it, but I'll click it again. It's not doing it, so I'll just manually roll.
I can do it.
Okay.
Oh, what the heck? I clicked it and nothing happened.
Yeah, and I think you were here, Jensen, when we made the player rulings
Yeah.
part.
The-
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So is that the damage? 9?
Correct.
Okay. Anything else?
Wait, sorry, it's actually 10. My bad. I thought I had a plus 4.
Oh, it's
Oh.
okay. It's 10.
10.
Okay. Attacking Titus with advantage with a mace. Really?
No shot that just happened.
There we go. Natural 20. There.
Oh.
That makes up with it. Here, reveal to everybody. Jeez.
Okay. Wow.
I was about to say you can roll again with the natural ones. That's actually crazy.
How many?
And that's
natural
half
ones?
damage, too.
No,
Yeah.
I've actually had quite a few tonight. It's been very peculiar. Random is random, but Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, next thug.
Fun fact, though, the dice rolling on the screen, that can actually affect the roll outcome based on the size of your screen.
Interesting.
Yeah, if you're rolling on a smaller
All
screen,
right, he steps forward.
I don't think
He's
that's actually
targeting
true.
you.
The screen becomes a dice tray.
Yeah.
Miss. Hit on AC 21.
Yeah, Balazar. I smirk at watching him get hit.
Negative
It's been on
4.
20.
That's not all.
You said I got a hit on AC 21?
Mhm.
Yes.
Shield.
All right, invalidating the 4 plus 5 for the next
I didn't
bit of
smirk.
time.
Yeah.
This is the beginning of round 3. At this, 12 seconds later, the drunk patrons
can I
finally
use
realize what the heck's
shields?
going. Yeah, you can use
Okay.
shield.
I didn't know because of the
I mean, if you-
silence around.
Is it?
I
Is
don't
it a
know.
verbal thing?
You mentioned it
Doesn't
earlier. I
look-
didn't know if it was or not.
It doesn't say that it's verbal.
Okay, good.
Oh.
How come?
Are you
I'm
using a
good on
physical?
it.
It
Or,
is.
like-
VNS.
Yep.
No shield. No,
What's
no
that?
shield.
What's that?
It's verbal.
Okay.
No shield. All right. Where was I? Okay. At this, 12 seconds later, the drunk patrons finally figure out what the heck's going on.
Oh, something else. On my Google search, y'all can look into it further. It says you have to have a free hand to be able to cast it. So if you have like a sword in one hand and an actual shield in the other, you wouldn't be able to cast it.
Good point.
Say that again.
Yep.
You have to have a free hand because it has a
Somatic
movement component.
component.
Somatic. So you have to have a free hand.
So So does that mean all the times I've used it in the past,
Kind of,
couldn't have
sort of,
been?
yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Like,
I don't
so-
think. Yeah, and I don't think you've had the shield, but since like last session, I think. But yeah, pretty much.
The bartender screams out, "No fire, no fighting, get out!"
Thank you.
Titus, it's your turn.
Okay. With my bonus action, 10, 15. With my bonus action, I will teleport here, and that doesn't
You
get
have flanking?
opportunity attack.
No, it does not. You have flanking.
Target. Great weapon attack -5.
With advantage.
Advantage.
That is a hit, but only barely.
Damage plus 10. Give me a high roll. High roll. Let's go.
Perfect roll.
Woohoo.
Yikes.
And then
So you hit him with 29, and he had 8 left.
you didn't have to tell me that. Okay, so I have 5, 10, 15 feet of movement left, and I'll move here.
Help me out, folks. Does it actually show you the damage he takes?
It does. It
Yeah.
does. Yeah.
Doug takes 8
damage.
damage, yeah.
Oh, you're up. What are we doing?
Down there,
Okay.
and then that.
All right.
Okay.
It's always been showing us how much damage they take.
Okay. I don't mind that because you know, and if it dies, it dies. You know.
Yeah.
All right. So what I've looked up, it
Gotta look
says,
something up.
Hunter, where did you see that?
Y'all both talked at the same time.
Yeah. Hunter, where did you see the thing that said you have to have a free hand to use shield? Because everything I'm looking up only says that there's a verbal component.
That's
I
like
literally-
fundamental to casting magic. You have to be holding your magical focus. So there is a thing called war casting where you can cast while holding a sword and shield, but you need to have
Yeah.
that feature.
Matthew, I googled is shield spell a verbal spell, and from RPG.stackexchange, the top thing is the shield spell is cast as a reaction. There is no, in quotes, original cast, and yes, in order to cast it, you must have a hand free. So if your hand's full, for example, because you're dual wielding, you won't be able to cast it.
It's because it has the somatic component.
Yeah.
All right. What are we doing, David?
Okay. I targeted that guy, so I have advantage.
I should be connected. That's dumb.
I can't connect.
That is a hit.
All right, I'm disconnected now.
Yeah, there's a good
I
one.
did.
Very nicely done.
Holy smokes. Andrew, does it make you mad that all of us are rolling pretty decent tonight?
No, I love it. I want you to succeed. That's the biggest thing out of this game that's interesting. I stack the dice and you succeed.
Thank you, Foundry.
Yeah, I've hit some bad ones tonight. It's quite
Yeah, that's what I'm
fascinating.
talking about. The 2 natural ones is actually crazy.
Yeah.
And then next roll
It
in that
happens
20.
though.
Yeah.
It happens. Random is random. Good
Yeah.
God.
Show us.
So, Jensen, you just missed an arrow. It hit the wall miles away. He's going to step forward and swing his mace at you. He throws his crossbow to the ground in disgust as he swings his mace, hitting on AC 11. Balazar, you're up.
All right. I am just completely surrounded, aren't I?
No, they're
you're
all
not. They're all
No?
dead.
Oh, okay. All right.
Just 2 left. That guy and this guy.
All right. So, Mr.
And
Ugly.
I think both of them were hit by the fireball too.
Right. We're gonna target you with Stormfang.
That is a hit.
Rolling damage.
And that is dead with the exact number of points needed.
All right. I am then going to go right. 1. That's flanking.
Yeah.
That is flanking.
All right. I'm going to action surge.
Very
I'm
nice.
going to attack him with Stormfang as well. Attack roll with advantage.
You bet.
Yep.
That is a hit.
All right.
And that is a hit.
All right.
He's still up. Let's see if David can tell me how many hit points that creature has left.
1.
Oh.
In desperation and frustration, this thug shoots a crossbow bolt at the one, making him silent. Hits on AC 8.
Disadvantage.
Nope.
Disadvantage? Oh, he's too
Because he's
close.
threatened.
He's right beside an enemy.
Yeah. Okay, so he still misses, so I won't roll again. And then
You don't want
he
to burn
throws
through that
his
nat
crossbow towards Titus, hoping to distract him as he swings his swing with his mace. Hitting on AC 18.
That's a hit.
Half damage 4. And thus ends his turn. Jensen, finish this.
This
Because you sure as heck started it. And
to find the guy.
I'm going to let you have advantage because I find it funny.
and flanking as well.
Yeah.
And the scythe is going to reap with men.
Wait, is spiritual weapon a concentration spell?
Nope.
No, it is not.
That's
Okay,
crazy.
that is a hit. And how many hit points? And thus ends combat. Many of the people have exited the bar. The bartender is continuing to scream at you. Thankfully, the fire does not seem to have caught and is starting to peter out. This wood is so rotten and soiled that there's not a lot of good burningness left in it. Toby, do you keep the silence going for a bit?
No, I was going to cancel it right now.
Okay.
I was thinking about doing it.
Where did the wizard's body go?
It has been looted to obscurity. If
There
you
wasn't.
loot a pile completely, it will disappear.
There was only a dagger on it.
No, like he was a wizard and there was nothing but a dagger on it.
Okay, so it's kind of annoying, David. I do apologize, but of the items put in him that I had, if they all disappear, his body goes away. There are other things if people want to ask.
Oh.
It's just
David,
the visual
yeah.
icon of his body is now gone.
Yes, my wizard definitely was looking forward to looting a wizard's gear.
And my barbarian was just grabbing every weapon I could and didn't care about magical items. So
Okay, so What do you want to do, David, with the body there?
I'm going to cast Detect Magic just right now before I start grabbing stuff.
Okay. In a traditional holder on his hip, you can see a book that glows faintly, especially strongly from the pages within.
Oh, I'm taking that.
Okay, you pick up a book. Hey, sweet Lord.
Oh, sweet book.
Do you look in the book, or are you continuing to investigate?
I'm continuing to investigate for now.
Okay, you also find in his upper shirt pocket a flat red gem. It's multifaceted and pointed on the sides, but the front and back are completely flat. It's about maybe 3 inches across.
All right.
Oh yeah, he was looking at us through that.
I'll go and identify all this later.
All right, well, you're already casting Detect Magic, right?
Right.
The glass thing does not glow.
Oh, interesting.
You kind of wrinkle your nose at that and wonder what the hell is this.
Hey, does Detect Magic have anything that would let me know that you're casting it after seeing you cast it so many times?
You could give an Arcana roll and see what you can come up with, but your magic awareness doesn't seem to say anything about that.
Okay. Well, I was just for him.
He definitely mumbled some sort of spidery magic language words, and
I mean, you saw me sit there for 10 minutes and
That's why I was
cast something
asking.
out of my book.
I was.
but you don't really know what it is.
Okay, I'll ask Aloysius. Hey, did you kind of check out the magical properties of that red gem?
Say it's not magical.
Yeah, whenever we were walking up and he pulled it out, I kind of like just used all of my power for a few seconds, and I didn't see any magical things about it either. Why don't you try to like look like hold it up like he was and see if that changes anything.
All right,
Like look through it.
I hold it up and I look around at everything around me.
It's tinted red. It makes the bloodstains go away.
I say it makes everything look red.
Interesting. So he might have just been doing that to show off to the Zens, but maybe whenever we get a little bit further on, you can figure out what this is.
We can investigate further later.
Sorry, I forgot the last thug. He's available now too.
Maybe he cast a spell while he was holding the ruby thing. Also, whenever the spiritual weapon token appears, I don't have any button to dispel it.
Sorry about that.
All right. Anything else?
On his person, no. There's a whole bunch of fine clothing. However, it's about 10 years out of date in fashion. It also all seems to have been darned and repaired several times. This guy may be wanting to put forward a good face and had at one time some good money. He doesn't seem to at the moment.
Is the hat intact?
The hat is indeed intact.
I put on the hat. That's mine.
Nice. It's a good looking hat.
Did the clothing
Let me know if you update your token image, and I'll put it in.
I would like my token to reflect the hat.
Well, that's going to be your job. I'll update it when you do.
The thing I
You'll
found
have to send me the picture I sent you, and I'll work on it.
The thing I found, ChatGPT will actually allow you to upload a photo, and you can have them like combine photos or like add certain features to an existing photo. That helps.
Andrew, my investigation was like searching through his pants pockets, maybe any like pockets near his knees or inside of his coat or anything like that to look for gold, silver, or and also investigating his hands to see if he has any like rings or anything.
He had absolutely no jewelry, anything else of interest, anything of monetary value you've already taken. I've described his clothing. You find
Okay.
nothing else we haven't talked about other than the book that Aloysius is holding and has not yet opened.
Good deal.
Well, we can go toss.
Can I see the picture of the guy so I can match the hat?
Sure. A moment.
We can go toss another body in the yawning portal.
That work?
Yeah.
Cool. I don't use that feature very often.
Oh yeah. Yep. He looks like the guy that plays Boromir.
A little bit. He also looks like somebody who was in Curse of Strahd.
Hey, Andrew.
Yes, sir.
The hunter dude.
Whenever we resell equipment, what was the percentage that you told us? Was it 80%?
Yeah, I'm giving you 80% because of your connection with the other merchants and they don't think you're trying to rip them off. But that's only if it's good equipment.
Yeah,
Okay.
I took some leather armor and some maces myself to try to
All
sell.
right. We'll settle that up later on if you want to. Is there anything more
Okay,
you
yeah,
want to do
that's
here? And Dave, are you doing anything with that spell book?
I would like to look at the spell book.
All right, so David's going to sit down at the table. Excuse me, Aloysius is going to sit down at a table, push aside the blood, and thumb through the book. It will take him about 10 minutes to read the title of every one.
Oh.
And hopefully...
Oh.
There you go.
Is Comprehend Languages a ritual spell?
Yes.
It is indeed. I was actually thinking if I should get that one or Long
Holy
Strider.
smokes. Unseen Servant. We could give Leaf a friend.
I already have that spell.
Oh.
All right.
While he's flipping through those pages, I walk over here to where all of the bar patrons are and just like loudly pronounce myself like in my speech and ask, did you guys know anyone over in that corner? And do you want me to make a roll?
They all
for
look
that or
around
no?
with wild eyes, continue taking steps back, see you approaching, and begin quickly to make their way towards the door.
Did they go past
well,
me?
I forget about 'em.
I'm trying to look very intimidating to keep them in the corner.
Yeah, they all give you a lot of space and go around you like water around a rock until they're out in the alleyway and gone.
Oh yeah.
I holler for Balazar and tell him to get over here. And while Balazar's coming over here is when Toby says what he wanted to.
Yeah, since I gave Elsoon since I gave the Red Wizard a gold piece before to try and placate him, I'm just gonna take it back.
The bartender comes over, waving his hands, holding a dirty rag, saying, "What is this? What is this? Who's going to clean up this mace? I'm going to call the watch on you. You better pay for these damages. Look at those scorch marks. I'll never get that out. That's antique wood, you know."
Antique wood?
Balazar just starts laughing at that.
Just because it's old doesn't mean that it's valuable. But I will grant you the fact that we did make a mess over here. How much do you want?
They made a mess.
500 gold.
I'll give you 10.
I'll give you 50.
50. Done.
All right, I'll give him 50.
And then he looks around, he throws the rag at disgust, and he goes, "This whole bar is worth less than 50." And he just leaves.
Yeah, as he's walking away, I say, next time I'm in here, I get free drinks.
You don't hear any response. He's down the way.
Yep, that's fine. I don't need a response. I know he
Oh,
heard me.
nope, not opening that door again.
Wait, why not? Why not?
Go ahead, do it.
Oh, there's a broom closet, right?
I'll body
Ba-
block for Jensen. Actual metagaming.
Balazar says, "Go ahead, open the door."
Both
Oh,
Jensen and
gosh.
Titus, please give me a Constitution
Oh
savings
my
throw.
dudes! I can smell that from here. Oh. Balazar just starts going down.
Jensen, pass. Titus.
Sorry, I accidentally hit ability check.
Fail. That one really knocked you back. That's absolutely horrible.
Oh my god.
I told you not to open it.
Your head is swimming. You feel off your game. The world wobbles around you. This is worse than being drunk because it's no fun and you get all the negatives.
I tell the guys, whatever y'all are doing here, I'll see you at home. And I am going to exit the bar, but in game, I will continue home and I'm going to lay in my bed.
All right. So that'll be 8 hours for you. Take a long rest right now. It's still just after morning, and we have 15 minutes remaining.
Was that
no time like the present?
Are Jensen, are you going back to the yawning portal to tell them what happened here, or do you think there's still more that we need to do?
Yeah, just gonna. I'll go report.
All right, I'm gonna head back home. See ya.
Okay, so most people are going back home, and we are off to the yawning portal. I apologize for dragging everybody here since you have a tune here already.
That's fine.
Titus, we're calling that's a long rest, so we're going to get rid of your exhaustion.
Thank you.
And the bar is rather quiet this morning, but not too bad. As Jensen approaches the table, Jalistar stands up, gives a very respectful nod and bow, and says, "Welcome, noble sir, welcome. And how go your activities?"
Well, Jalister, I have good news.
Please.
The Red Wizard will be posing no problem to the city anymore. He has been...
you've run the brigand off, I hear.
Something of that nature, yeah.
Excellent. More to that nature? Yes, add.
We have run him off of the land of the living.
Indeed, a proud day. Do you have his token so that I might have proof of such a deed?
I hold up the red glass and ask, "Is this it?"
He gives a very wide smile and he says, "May I have that to keep, please?"
What is it?
Yeah, what is it?
It is a token of the they. It is a very silly habit. Don't tell anybody or spread it as wide as you want, because I dislike them immensely. But they love many different affectations to show off their superior wizarding nature. Would a peasant truly know whether it is magical or not? No, it is just an act.
What's it worth?
Hand it over then.
What's it worth, he says. He looks at it and he goes, "This is merely cut glass. You could go to any glass blower in this city and have them make it for a few copper."
Well, I mean, I've confirmed it's not magic, so...
As you hand it over to him, he reaches onto his belt pouch and pulls out a very large sack, which he hands directly to Jensen, and said, "Here, this be your payment for saving the city from such an increase of arms with the Zeds. You also increase your renown with the Lord's Alliance."
It is most gratifying to be expensed, rewarded.
I have increased your gold accordingly to the pouch.
Oh, very nice.
It was a heavy pouch, everyone saw.
Jingle, jingle.
He looks you over. He says, "You
I'll
are
be happy.
definitely growing in stature. Return to me when you've grown and seen a bit more of the city. I will be able to come up with further work for you."
And I bid thee good health.
And at that, he gives you a very deep, non-perfunctory bow, the bow of equals.
As we all gather
Yeah.
around,
I bow
Wait.
back.
okay. As we all gather around Jensen after he's talked to his contact, I say, "Do you guys want to just kind of lay low at our tavern until that girl will give us more information now?"
Yeah. We've had a busy few days. Want to take a few days off and rest.
Mm-hmm.
And I do believe there are 3 days remaining on both, yes?
Yep. That is correct.
Cool. How would you like to end your last 10 minutes? I will offer you the ability to decide to pass those 3 days right now without doing anything else if you wanted to.
I think
I
we'll do
don't.
that.
I don't.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, I
that's
don't
what we
have
were
anything that I
already
want to do.
thinking to do. Just to like fast track it.
Very well. So you go between here and the bar and the other shops. Anyone who has gotten equipment, please feel free to delete it from your inventory and go to the player's handbook and give yourself 80% of that mundane total. All of the equipment you have looted recently was of very good quality.
Okay.
And as you leave the bar on the last night of the third day to return home, you are greeted by quite the sight. As you come down the street, you notice that all the lamps are lit. The place looks perfect. Emek is there saying, "Greetings, greetings to me, fellows. Come talk, come talk. It is a wonderful day." And Aloysius has no interest in that, so he just wanders off. Oh, okay, you're passing right by him, but I'll come inside with you. How about that?
Hello.
Eh.
Ah.
I thought he
I'm
was
acting
inside.
laggy. What?
I thought he was inside.
Oh, no, he was just outside that door when you walked by him.
Oh, okay. I
So
didn't
he
see
goes, "Welcome, welcome to your new place. This place is beautiful, ready, stocked, and it looks like your servants here are hard at work." At that, a hiss escapes from the stove he's standing next to. He's startled a bit until out of the corner of his eyes he sees a face that then quickly fades away as well. Not servants, friends. Yes, 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 friends. Please enjoy your new prosperity, and I look forward to your opening night.
Ah. Thank you so much, Emmerich. The place looks wonderful.
Indeed, please enjoy. I can't wait to see it in action.
I like how the same token that you use for the bartender is the same token as the guy that we just kind of ran off earlier.
Well, he's the only commoner I've got who's wiping a glass. And I'm having a very hard time moving my tokens. I am lagging.
Yeah. And I can't get out of here now.
I cannot
Stuck in the
figure out
basement.
how to set a transparency color in GIMP anymore.
But
I can go to set alpha layer, but then it just makes the entire hat transparent.
Oh, geez.
And
I
don't remember how to do this.
GIMP was always way too complicated for me. I use Paint.net, and it actually works better for me. I'm more of a
This
Paint
is
guy.
it. Okay, I got it.
I'm more of a Microsoft Paint guy anyway.
No, I lost it.
As Balasar is downstairs, Istra stands up, and she says, "It is the dawn of the 10th day. As the sun rises, so must I. I thank you greatly for your service and watching for me, but I must depart."
I couldn't see down here until
I turn the light on.
Yeah, I'm laggy as all get out, but
Yeah.
I'll just roll with it.
Yeah, that's weird. Jensen, go down one to the token I was just in.
Here?
Yeah, I can't click on the stairs unless there's like light on the stairs, that icon.
Oh, yeah, because wait a minute here. Let me do this.
Oh, because you got lost. You got stuck down there without
Yeah.
light.
Yeah. Ah.
There, is that better? Should be able to access that.
Yes, there we go. Oh.
All right.
We don't got any stairs
Um,
on the inside anymore.
Oh, I never added that because you had to add that later. Give me a moment. I'll do it right now.
Of course. Take your time. Also, all of this is dark.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't. Yeah, I gotta add some lights. I can't add stairs. Oh my gosh, what the heck is going on?
This whole map is illuminated.
Sorry, this is the first time I've ever loaded it and had players' eyes on it because the preview. Oh yeah, I see what you mean. All right, I got some work I got to do off screen.
No worries.
I'll work on that. I promise. But so Istra is talking with Balasar and Jensen downstairs. She says it's time for her to go, but I have heard many rumors that nightly some sort of mechanical man has been returning to the beginning. He goes to the warehouse searching for something.
Where is he saying all this? Is he outside?
In the basement.
Okay.
Oh, she's saying this. I thought Emmerich was saying
Yes.
this. Okay.
No, Istra is telling you her secret. She thanks you for watching over her, and she lets you know that the core you seek, the mechanical man, keeps returning to the beginning. He keeps searching the warehouse night after night. We know not what for, but we will not approach him. The Nimble Hands group is trifling with powers they should not be. That is all I can tell you. Thank you.
Thank you.
So you have no information for where the beginning is?
She said the warehouse.
Do we know where the warehouse is already?
We know of a warehouse.
Yeah. That one where we found Flynn.
Oh yeah.
So we stake out the warehouse.
And at that, she departs.
Wow. This
As
place
she
looks
walks
amazing.
away, she presses a pouch into your hand, Balasar.
Ah.
It is the remainder of her balance.
Huzzah. How much? I end up seeing how much is in there. Counting it out.
40 platinum pieces. She gave you 10 at the statue.
All right. What do y'all think of dividing it up and giving another initial bonus to our help?
Sounds good to me.
Sure.
Do we want to divide it up between all of us or just divide it up against the help and give it straight to them?
Well, oh, that's like 400 gold. Wait, yeah, that's like 400.
We can give the lead help one of these coins and make sure that she splits it among everyone.
All right. How many help is there to bring with us?
4, I believe.
Just the 4? Okay.
Keep in mind, just to operate this place, it's going to cost you 50 gold per 10 day. That does maintenance and wages for all hirelings. And it'll cost you 10 gold per 10 day for all other guild expenses, such
So
as
that's the-
deliveries of food and whatnot.
That's the 60 gold for the initial startup, which we have already paid for. The first 60.
Right, but this is a reoccurring every 10-day expense.
Right, but
Running.
for the first 10-day, we already paid that.
Correct.
Okay. I remembered because that wiped us out to like we only had like 2 6 gold pieces each.
Yeah.
Right.
Honestly, there's stakeout and there's a profit.
And it is 1 minute to 9. Anybody want to do anything or questions or last minute things they need?
I finally calculated all of the equipment that I had.
That's right. Got so caught up in our new digs, I forgot about that.
Well, I am. Hold on. I'm going to divide by 3. All 3 of you, Balasar, Jensen, and Aloysius, add 53 gold to your total gold, and like I'll just hand it out and say this is what like we've got. This is what I got from selling all of the weapon and equipment that I picked up from all of the guys that we've killed.
Oh.
All right.
Thanks.
And it's 53, all 3 of y'all.
All right. How much equipment? Oh, hold on.
I'm gonna platinum.
I don't know if you know this, Matthew. If you hover over the equipment in your inventory on Foundry,
Oh,
it tells you how much gold it's worth.
0 gold. That can't be right.
And like
What piece of equipment?
even if it's silver, like a javelin is worth 5 silver, and it's displayed by like a silver
Leather
coin.
10, heavy crossbow 0, mace 0.
Yeah, the heavy crossbow. The short swords are. Yeah, that's interesting. Some are and some are not.
Yeah, I googled most of mine. For what I looked up on D&D Beyond, the mace is 5 gold. And then I think the heavy crossbow was like 45 or something like that.
All right, mace is 5. So that's
And the heavy crossbow is 45,
plus
so 80% of 50.
50. And heavy crossbow is 45.
Yep.
45 times 3, that's how much?
45 times 3. Oh.
That's 180 total, so that times
3 times 0.8.
80.
108.
So that's 144 gold total.
Should be 108.
I got one. I added other. I have other gold pieces that I'm adding to that.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Okay.
144 divided by the 4 of us. That's 36 gold for each of us. So each of you add 36 gold.
Not bad.
You said 46?
36.
36.
36.
So 36 more.
9.
Yep.
4.
And after we get done, kind of divvying out everything, I tell y'all that I have 332 gold and 4 platinum.
Are we just telling everyone how much we have now?
You don't have to. I'm going to.
I have.
But as soon as I tell you that, I turn around and walk away.
I have 979 gold pieces.
I have
I
900.
fixed outdoor lighting.
Thank you.